Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Thought TV show. It's been quite a long time here, and I believe our viewers, our fans there, you've actually missed us. Yeah, we are back again, and today we are here to discuss a very, very important topic. In fact, this topic has been something that has been rampant in our institution. We are discussing about the social media influence on all our institutions this morning. You know, we have the political institution, we have the educational sectors and stuff like that. So we want to talk about both the negative and the positive influence that social media had on our institution. Now I'll talk about the institution, especially the education institution. It is not, we are not going to only stop on the students. We are also going to talk about the negative impact and positive impacts on social media on both the students and the teaching and non-teaching staff. Because virtually everybody makes use of social media now. Even a 60 years old, a 70 years old, and 80 years old man is on TikTok, is on Facebook, is on Twitter, tweeting, doing one thing or the other. So how has this thing influenced our institution? I'm not here alone, as you know. I'm here with a professor by nature. He's a professor by accolade. I'm here with Professor E.A Olalekan. Prof, you are welcome this morning.
Thank you, my brother.
It's nice to see you for the first time on the show. We've actually been anticipating seeing you, and I should bring you to the show, but we thank God this morning that you are here with us. So thank you, and you are highly welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
continue, please, guys. Don't forget, it is important that you keep sharing these videos. It is important that you keep liking and subscribe. Share this video to your friends, and who might know, you might be sending this information to somebody that really, really needs it at that time. Thank you. Now, Prof, going back to what we are to discuss, the impact of social media in our institutions. Now, we'll just want to talk about the positive impact first. So, can you please highlight to us what are the positive impacts of social media to our institutions? Let's start with the educational sector. The higher institution, the secondary schools, even in secondary schools, you see kids,
even primary schools,
even the primary school, making use of the internet. So, what are the impacts? What are the positive impacts to our education the social media has?
Thank you, the coordinator. Talking about the social media as a whole. Before we go to the impact of social media, so what do we understand by social media? What people are saying social media, are they understand what we mean by the social media? My dear brother. So, I can briefly define the social media as a means or way of communicating online. Are you with me?
Exactly.
Communicating online, maybe through the website or apps or other platforms, using of Twitter, using of Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, and so on.
Like that.
Yes, these are the brief definition on social media. Then, when we are talking about this particular social media, it's a matter of exposure. It exposes everybody to know what is going on throughout the nation. But now, this social media, we are using it. It has advantages
and disadvantages.
Exactly. So people that derive advantages are not more to the people that are derive disadvantages. The disadvantages of it is more than the advantages.
Exactly.
Concerning our schools, institutions, maybe primary, secondary school, or universities, the only people that can benefit the social media or derive the advantages to develop their skill, their knowledge on the education career are those studious and curious students.
Okay, so let me before you continue, before you start firing, let me just chip in this question: how can the social media be used to enhance student learning? And I think that is what you are about to. Yes, I just want to bring out the point. How can it be used to enhance student learning? In what way can social media be help students in learn?
Can learn from the social media. Good. The student can learn from the social media. Well, maybe if they focus on educational or academic activities on social media. You know, we have a lot of different things on the social media. Yes. But when I said earlier, I said studious and curious students. So those studious students are those ones that are ready to learning, to reading their book. But some, they don't follow it. And those curious ones, those are eager to know. If you are eager to know, you take your phone or you take your laptop or any real of social media. What they will be interested is how can I get the educational program? How can I get the educational platforms, activities? Though that they will use that tool to develop their brain, to have more knowledge related to their courses. But some people getting there, they'll be checking unnecessary things. Unnecessary things which they cannot get something that we use to develop their knowledge. But those ones that to enhance the learning and develop the skill of the student, they need to, when they want to use the social media, one, they use the limited time on the social media. Then when you want to make use of social media, you go to the educational programs. Meet up with the platform that conduct educational programs, educational activity, maybe quiz, organization, debate, organization, understand, or spending bill.
There was once a time in Nigeria that, you know, our social media platform, that is basically what we do. See, you see a lot of, debating programs, quiz programs, and, you know, a lot of things that students will benefit exactly from. So, like you rightly said, I will also chip in that to the curious students, social media is going to be very, very advantage to them, because there are a lot of things that they can pick there that will fine-tune them, that will make them a better person. Instead of going through to the back door. I think it is because of the fact that, you see, a lot of students are curious, but their curiosity is a negative one.
It's negative one, yeah.
Because they want to, be among be in vogue, what is trending, things that are going on, and so they have actually forgotten what they are meant to do on social media. So well, the advantages are, now I think the advantages are not as much as the disadvantages.
Exactly.
So what are some of the, now leaving the advantages, what we know is that the advantage is just you go online, you study. You can study online, things you can study online. Yes, we know. So I think basically that is just is. But now when it comes to the disadvantages, now what are the negative impacts? What are some of the negative impacts that come to mind when you use social media and institutions?
Thank you, my brother. The disadvantages or maybe the negative impact of social media in the life of our students nowadays. Number one is distraction. When talking about the distraction, this particular social media, when they are on social media, concentrating with social media, maybe using your laptop or using your phone, they forget about the education level, education area. The social media is a distraction. Social media can distract students from learning, from studying, and better understanding. Because most of the students, the lecturer will be teaching them in the class, teachers will be teaching them in the class. Instead of looking up and concentrating with the teacher, they'll be pressing phone. Some of them pressing phone on WhatsApp, chatting with their boyfriend, girlfriend, then pressing phone, watching film. When the lecturer is in your front teaching you, teacher is in your front teaching you, but they will concentrate on the phone, on the social media instead of listening. So distraction. Social media distract attention of the student from learning. And also occupy a lot of their times. The time supposed to use for studying your book, for do this, for do that, they will concentrate large hours, many hours on social media than the hours spending on the conducts. Exactly. That is why our students nowadays,
the standard of education has actually, it has declined.
Normally decline.
I remember back in those days, we woke up in the middle of the night when there is no phone, we burn the candles.
Exactly. You don't teach.
We have group discussions, group reading, and stuff like that.
Sadly,
then our social friends are people we see.
That
you know that you go to another to study. With our friends in other schools. But these days, everything can just be done.
So you made me remember something, my brother. When we were in the secondary school, from one school to another school, the scholars will know themselves. you will connect together.
That
You know, at this my caliber, whereby we have group discussion, group learning. But by this time around, it's nothing like that.
this
Nothing like that. Even getting on there, the children are not ready to read.
at all.
And their parents also are not happy then. Because some parents just be looking at them. You do whatever you like. So that is why the education is declining nowadays.
13 years old girl or boy is using an Android phone. Now it should be it is not as if it is not good, because a lot of people will argue the fact that what is wrong with the 13 years old having a phone. But now, how well do you monitor the 13 years old child using a phone? Do you know what is going on? I mean, on that phone. Couple of years back, I think maybe you saw the news of I think it gets to be a 10 years old girl in one big school in Lagos. And a boy also. I think the boy should be 11 or 12.
11 is present.
Sex together.
I heard it.
Yeah, the names.
I heard that one.
When they went, I mean, when they checked the girl's phone, they saw she was on TikTok. She had over 100 videos on TikTok, like half naked bombs and stuff like that.
My dear brother, you make me remember something, sir, with what you just said. This particular social media disadvantages is are many. Now, through this social media, our young ones, 7 years, 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, and so on, they will be learning a lot of immorality attitudes. There was a day I watched one film, very young lady, maybe 10 or not maximum 10, between 10 to 12. So gather together with his brothers, using his brother the pennies to play. They are still in number, very young ones. So I was surprised, but what this life is turning to. Where they copy this thing is through the social media. The film they are watching that. So by this time we have a lot of disadvantages on social media, which are affecting our students nowadays.
Some of the disadvantages is I think loneliness. You know, when a child is fixed with phone for too long a time, you see a child will be inside his or her room for a long time, and the parents will not even care what he or she is doing. That child is on the phone. The child can stay. In fact, I've heard of a woman saying, if Junior is on his phone, he can't even take it away from him. He will be there due to his phone. He will not even eat. Imagine. True. So that is going to make the child become so lonely, because all the friends are virtual friends on phone. Then also, I think we also have anxiety. They will be anxious to do things that they are not meant to do. Like the one you said, imagine a 12 years old girl.
Yes, we gather your younger brothers doing rubbish, immorality.
So imagine it is
and where they learn it.
It's bad. It's as bad as that. It brings a lot of mental breakdown.
Exactly.
The point in time.
Exactly.
A child that ought to grow at a certain stage would have.
Exactly, my brother. And another disadvantages on this. This particular social media affects the health of the people, but they don't know. One, it will stop you from sleeping in time. You that have been working throughout the day, or maybe you went to school, you passed through a lot of stress, then you get back home, the next thing is to take the phone, chatting, watching film, do this, and at the end of the day, you stand up there, you go and find something to eat. After eating, you see some students with press phone from maybe around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, till 3 o'clock a.m. the following day. And they are still going to school or go to work the following day. So that one, it will affect their health, because this particular health, it requires for normal resting and sleeping. When you are suffering yourself from resting, from sleeping, when you're supposed to do, there's no way it will not affect you.
We should have 8 hours rest, sleep a day.
God bless you, my brother.
So, in fact, most of the students nowadays will not even have up to that.
I have somebody near me, very near me. If he's eating, press the phone. If he's walking on the road, press the phone. Nothing he will be doing without phone. Mr. Man, why are you pressing phone? Press the phone like this. Why? You don't have any other thing to do than to press. And what are the benefits of pressing that phone? What are you chatting yourself?
So that is part of the negative impact.
Negative impact. addiction. God bless you.
to your phone. So how can this addiction, how can it affect the education of an individual?
Yes, Baba, it can affect the education of an individual, as we are said earlier. Now, a student went to school, my brother, you spend maybe 4 hours or 7 hours in the school, you come back home. Instead of you to take something to eat, you relax. After relaxing, then take your book and study. You get to drop your bag, whatever, you take the phone. You continue Google chatting rubbish, go on the social media. You don't have time for reading. Then maybe after that, you left the place, you cook, you eat, you work. After you eating, you sleep. Are you with my brother? Maybe like 1 hour or 2 hours. You wake up, you carry your phone, chatting your boyfriend, chatting your girlfriend, or watching unnecessary activities. Instead of you to be looking for the educational activities that will support what you have been learned in the school, that can help you. Or carry your book or your handbook.
It should be
your handbook. Continuous assessment
from school.
Yes.
So even when you are making use of your phone, it should be like you are trying to Google out.
Google out exactly what you have been taught, to know whether this thing is on the way or it's not on the way, or maybe you want to get more knowledge about it.
Yeah.
But the reason why there's no way it will affect them, because the hour you are spending on social media is more than the hour you are spending on studying your book. So how it won't affect you?
It's going to affect the productivity.
People that are studying day and night, they are still having problem.
Exactly.
What of you that doesn't study at all? So it is
easier for a lot of people to stay on their phone than to pick their book.
And study. Since we affect their education seriously.
Talking about this now, so what are the advices and recommendations to students? What advice will you give to a student who are struggling with social media addiction?
My dear brother, the advice or recommendation I can give to them, or solution, number one, there must be dedicated timetable for their studying and social media. They should have limit hours spending on social media. One, while the hours spending on your education should more than how you are spending on social media, and there's nothing in it. Or else, if you want to Google or maybe want to use your social media, make sure that the hour you are spending on the educational or academic activities on your phone is more than the one you are spending on social activities. Are you listening to me, my dear brother? So if they can do a dedicated timetable for this, make sure, okay, this is the hour we used to, so let me just refresh my brain on social media for just 1 hour, then spend 3 or 4 hours on your book. And if you want to make use of that social media, you can go to Google, chat what you have been taught in the school, look for it. Is this thing right or is not right? Or can I develop the knowledge of my teacher that have been used for me? Are you with my brother?
Yes.
Number one. Number two, the major solution is with the parents and educators. The teachers, the lecturers will try their best in the school. Left for children and their parents at home to take over. Some parents are not care about their children.
A lot of them
about their children education.
believe that they pay a lot of.
They pay money, and the money they pay is enough.
They don't have any other thing. They don't have any.
And there's no way. If parents ignore their children education, it will affect them a lot. Because when the teacher they came back home, where's your book? Let me see what you have done. Check it. If you're educator, you can check it. Then if you can still put him through. Yeah, okay, where's the assignment given to you? Okay, well, let me put it through. Put him or her through. After that, do this one, write it here, do it here. From there, that children will be serious than other. But some parents, nothing concern them about their children education. They're just to pay. So if you go, you go. If you come, you come. They don't worry. Then during the weekend, the teacher or the lecturer cannot come to your house and directed your children. Go and take a book, go and read. But some parents will just ignore that. You mandatory for your children. Go and carry your book after they are eating. Carry your food, your book. Start reading. Do this, do that. But some of them playing football, working on social media, moving from one place to another. These are the issue. Then at the same time, my brother, those parents, especially our students in higher institution, some of them are in the school. The parents thinking they are learning. They are not learning. They went there for another mission. Yeah, some of them have been sent away from the school. Exactly. Why their parents don't know?
And they keep
why? Because the parents didn't give proper monitoring.
No attention.
There's no way your children will be in the school. You must pay them visit. No way your children are living in the school.
In higher institution, I've had some say my 4 years in school, my parents have never come visits in one day.
You see now?
And there are a lot of students like that their parents will not even come. So you don't even know what your students are going through in school. You don't know the kind of company they are keeping, and it is wrong.
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
From the first year to the final year, many parents will not know where your children are living.
Your parental
what your child is doing in the school.
Your parental responsibility
is matter most.
It is even more than paying school fee. It is more than providing for their upkeep and stuff like that.
Exactly.
One of the importance of you being a parent is go to the school and see what they are doing. What they may surprise visit.
Thank you, my brother. When you pay them surprise visit, even when you know their house, okay, this is where my children is living. Maybe you went for the first, hello, I'm coming. Hello, I'm coming. The third time you are going, don't ever tell her or tell him. Don't tell him or her. Just go surprisingly, accidentally, unintentionally. But you must study. Hello, Mr. My daughter. When do you have lecture? When do you have lecture? When do you come back home? You must know the time factor of his or her movement. From there, you just go. Surprisingly, he or she will mommy, then from there you will know which type of friend your children is working with in the school. What are the things he or she have been engaged? I've watched a video very soon. There's one lady. She video herself. She sent it to the social media nakedness. She wears something, but what she wear is very reflective. Everybody see part of your body. Everything is a student. Yeah, send it to the social media. But thank God, the parents are disciplinary somebody. Yes, they have good they have good let me say standard family. Immediately the children come back home, the parent punish that girl. I watch it on social media. They remove her clothes, everything. They beat her mercilessly. All the body. No, if you see the girl, I said yes, that's very good. Because when you left home, you go to school, you turn yourself to another thing. But these parents are kind of the parents that are serious parents monitoring their children. So all these are the way.
So I don't okay, without digressing much, I also want us to just chip in one or two things. We've been talking about one part of the institution, the educational sector. I just want us to talk a little bit about the political sector also. What are the advantages of social media? The influence of social media in our political arena?
When we talk about the political area, my dear brother, the influence of social media or advantages or merit of social media to the political agenda. One is to disseminate. It helps to disseminate information across the nation, because not everybody will be familiar with them or move closer to them. But when they use social media to disseminate information across the country, you will see it on social media. This is also like also state now, when they want to conduct election, they send it, we hear from the news, all those things, that want to do election also day. All those information will be disseminated. But that one also have its own disadvantages, my brother. So let me say the main point or the main advantages of that political agenda is that, one, to disseminate the information across the nation, where everybody can hear, understand it, and knows what is going on. I think you are with me, sir.
Yes. So the disadvantage will now be. So what are the disadvantages?
Disadvantages are also numerous. Yes. We're talking about disadvantages of that. Though it is good to disseminate information across the nation, but that information may be fake,
wrong information.
My brother, may be wrong information, misformation. So somebody may just sit down in his house or her house, say, this one is my opponent. I want to tarnish his or her image. You understand? We just guess one information, one rumor that is related to you just download to the WhatsApp, and people will be taking this particular Sapa bullying, my dear brother. So we thinking that this information this person saying against this so party is real, of which it may be fake, it may be true.
So most of the times they're even fake. Most of the time, most of this information spread across parties are even fake.
They are even fake.
Most times it's just to bring down the other opponent and vice versa. So I think the most important disadvantage, negative impact of social media and politics is also the dissemination of fake news, cyberbullying, bring down one person or the other. In all of this, what's advice can lead the individual making use of the social media, both students, both parents, or whoever? What advantage can he give?
One, we need to have fear of God in our mind, my dear brother. We need to have fear of God in our mind. Let me start from that political aspect, or maybe star people, those actors and actresses. You see a lot of things, or those people that are musicians. You see a lot within them. So if you have fear of God, at least you don't need to lie against your colleague before you succeed. You play your own role, your own part in the right way. Let him or her play his or her own role in the right way. Are you with me now? Not that you lie against somebody before you succeed. We need to be minded. Then two, I've said it earlier, the students need to have dedicated time on their studying and reading. The hours using on their studying and reading must have more than the hours using on social media to refresh your brain or to know what is going on in the world. My dear brother, are you with me, sir?
Exactly.
So they need to schedule the time. Okay, I free for 6 hours out of 24 hours. Others for the activities. Then that's 6 hours. Why can't you spend 4 hours on education the program? Then the remaining 1 hour maybe on social media, and the remaining 1 hour for your own personal activities.
Exactly.
So they need to dedicate the hours. Then when they want to make use of social media, they need to go to the academic or educational programs, setups, groups, platforms that can access their brain, that can develop their brain, that can add more to their knowledge. So, some students can make use of this phone, laptop, social media to gain what they need. Even some people get to the school before the lecturer or the teacher talk, they will say much about the topic. Immediately they see the topic. Why? Because they make research and they are serious with it. But some, after even when the lecturer is continue, they'll be pressing phone, which is unfair.
Thank you,
my brother.
Thank you, sir. Now, so discipline is a key word here. To make use of the social media, to get the best part of the social media, you have to be disciplined. You should know what to watch and know what not to watch, what to do and what not to do. And special thanks to Prof coming today.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, enlightening our audience as there. With this, we bring to close this section of our program on Thought TV. To see again, please don't forget, like, subscribe, and we want your comments. Please, it is very important for us to grow. We need your comments, and we are going to take it with good faith. Thank you very much, everybody, and see you again. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.